Well, good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. Beautiful sunny day here in the state of Georgia. So I'm sitting out here on a picnic table. Got a big transmission tower behind me. Just a nice little secluded spot here. So I wanted to talk about a product that I have been using for a while. It's a log and jotter. It's called a log and jotter. It's a little pocket notebook, and I've been using these. I have a subscription to them, $5 a month. You get a notebook every month, and they're different every month. They're different, and that includes shipping. So, but really, it's not really the subject of this video. I just wanted to, kind of wanted to go over one of the things you can do with these 3.5 by 5.5 notebooks. And there's other companies that make these. Field Notes, Word Notebooks. Moleskin makes them, and there's some cheaper brands on Amazon. But so what I've done with this one, this is just one of the ideas that I have that I've done, So what I use this one for is, and I just started this, is my case. I collect case pocket knives and Parker Jotter pens or ink pens. So yeah, that's kind of my weaknesses. But I have been collecting case pocket knives since I was probably 20 years old. Kind of got out of it for a minute, but I still collect them, buy them here and there. And so I made this log and jotter notebook. You can see it says make a story, tell a story right here. Got log and jotter. Now this is a decal. This is a decal that I put on here. And it's just a Case XX decal that I got at the Blade Show. And I've got one on the back here, another Case knife one. Case XX, Case XX USA. Measure once. And you can see it says log and jotter right here. So this is the notebook that I get monthly, and every time you get them, it's got a different artwork on the front. I mean, this one's got a sailboat on it, which the artwork on these things to me is nice. It's just something different to use, and Field Notes has some special editions out too, but and Word notebooks, they have some pretty cool looking artwork. But so anyway, so one of the things that I'm doing with this one, or for what this notebook is for, it's to log my current collection of pocket knives, and to also for my wish list. If I see one that I'm interested in or whatever, I can log it in. So so I've started this a couple weeks ago, and I'm still writing, still logging them in. But I just wrote on the inside, Case XX Knives, got my name. Case Knife Log. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the information, the bone, what kind of bone handle it has, or plastic handle, any kind of wood handle, or like this one. This is a trapper, and this is green micarta, black and green micarta, and I've got this one in there. So I've got quite a few case pocket knives. So I wanted to make a log. It's noisy out here. I hear somebody weed eating, but so I can log my current collection down log them in here. And then what I do is I highlight the ones I have, and the ones I have written down in here are the ones that I'm, would like to have, or, kind of a wish list or a Santa Claus list or whatever. So what I do is I write the year that it was made that I'm looking at, the type bone it has, or if it's got stag, or like this one says 2022 Antique Rogers bone, and the pattern number is 2137. I even put the price tag on there that I paid for it. Go on down, bone stag. I've got bone stag, and this is the case sodbuster section, and the case sodbuster section, and I'm gonna have several sections in here. I'll probably have to go to another book eventually, and this is a sodbuster here, and it's a single blade, and so that's what this section is. And I've got this one on here. If I can, yellow Delrin, got it right there. So I've got some pages. I've got some pages for the sodbuster, okay. Then I left some pages in between, and then I got case trappers, and this is a trapper. This is a large trapper made by Case. So, and I'm gonna put all the knives I have. I have several of these at home. I've got some other patterns. I've got some copperheads and different patterns. But the main reason for this video today is really not to talk about knives, which I like to talk about. I like to talk about ink pens. So I just kind of wanted to give people some ideas what they can use these little notebooks for. And I've talked about grocery lists and stuff like that. And I'm gonna, talk about this a little bit, but I've talked about grocery lists, or you can actually make a pocket journal out of this, if you want to, or a gratitude journal, or you can do, if you read the Bible or study the Bible, you can make little devotionals out of these. But I've got this one. This is another idea of something you can do with it. This is just a pocket knife and collector's log, just a log book. And like I said, I've got them logged down. I've got three sections in here. This is a case swayback. That's another pattern. And I'm gonna split it up. I'm gonna split it up into different patterns, and this book has 40 pages in it, not including the front and the back cover. So it, I've got some knives at home I've got to log down in this. I've got some old ones that, I'm gonna log down in this. And this is just something I'm gonna put in my safe. And, something happens to me, then there'll be a record of what I've got. I can give it to my grandson or my stepson or whatever. I can give them to people. But like I said, these are very good quality notebooks, and you can just do so many things with them. I'm sorry, the mosquitoes are bad out here. I know they're gonna bite me pretty bad, but the center of this logging jotter has staples, but no big deal. But making a knife log out of this, I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea for me. If you may have something you like to do, a hobby, you can if you got a dog or something, you can keep up with their medical stuff, when you take them to the vet, what they need to get, stuff. You can write stuff like that in here. You can write personal stuff, kind of like this one. This is the one I have in my pocket every day, and this is gonna go in this one. I've got one book in here, one notebook in here, and it is a logging jotter. And I just write random stuff. I've actually got some pocket knife stuff in here, and that's what got me to thinking, just to go ahead and make me a knife log, just a knife log with this logging jotter, instead of just writing them down in a notebook that I have other random stuff in. I've got other random stuff wrote in here. So I separated it, and I moved the knife stuff I had in this one over to this logbook by itself. You know, and you can decorate these things however you want to do it. I had some case knife stickers, so I put them on here, so I know this is my case log, my case knife log or knife log. There'll be other knives in here beside case knives. So, you know, just one of the things to do with these little notebooks. You know, and if you don't want a log and jotter, you can get a field notes or a moleskin or a word notebook. Whew, these mosquitoes are bad. I'm telling you. Lots of woods and stuff around here. Trees, a lot of trees and grass and stuff. But so if you know, if you're looking for an idea, you know, just use your imagination. There's all kind of things you can log into these books. All kind of things. I've even got a little calendar that I keep in this one. It's from Log and Jotter. I've got a little blood pressure thing. My blood pressure, you know, it's pretty good. Even if I wouldn't tell my doctor this, but even if I miss taking my pills for a few days, it's normal. My doctor put me on blood pressure pills, and it was just borderline. It wasn't real high, so you know, he went ahead and put me on them. So it's always good. But I got a little log thing in here for that. So, you know, and I got a little thing of sticky notes I keep in here, so, in my little calendar. So, you know, and this, like I said, this stays in my pocket with this leather cover right here. And I don't know if I'm gonna put this in here. I don't know, but anyway, just some ideas you can use. You know, if you want to be organized, these great little notebooks, you can just keep up with things. You know, you can write your you know, I wouldn't really write personal stuff in here. Like I wouldn't write, what I mean by personal, I wouldn't write any bank account stuff. I wouldn't write any you know, account numbers. I wouldn't write any passwords for signing on your phone. Wouldn't do that, because somebody gets it, and then you know what's going to happen. But you know, making a log book of case pocket knives. If you're any kind of a collector, where they collect guns, or you might collect porcelain stuff, or you know, just whatever you do, you know, you can use these. You may be somebody that builds little things or whatever. You can keep a log of what you've made. So that's some good things you can do with this. Like I said, you can do gratitude journal. You can do a grocery list. You can just do lists of things you need to do, or something to remind you. You know, give you a reminder. I know a lot of people use their phone, and I do, but you can use these for a lot of different things. It's just a handy little notebook to have. A little tool, good tool to use. Like I said, you can decorate them like you want to, write names, like your name on it, or put stickers on it, or whatever you want to do. But I don't usually put stickers on these log and jotters, because the artwork is nice. The artwork is nice, and each month, you know, the artwork's different. So, got something you know you're paid for, and I also use them when I make these leather notebooks in my Etsy shop. I always put a notebook in them, ship them with a notebook, one notebook. So I use the log and jotters, or I use the field notes, just whichever I decide to use. So anyway, that's the video for the day, and so hopefully you'll like the video, maybe get some ideas. I appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave some comments. If you're a knife collector, you know, hey, that's great. Leave some comments, and y'all have a great day. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.